Hey guys, Olga Sobi here and welcome to new fluid acrylic painting tutorial. Today I want to do a painting with a color split base with a little bit of twist. So I want to create a day and night sky kind of painting. For my night sky I want to have dark, moody blues and some movement for some depth. For the day sky, of course, I want to have some lighter sky blue with pops of white. And in between my day and night parts, I want to create a really vibrant flow with the colors of the sunrise. So those are going to be the colors. Here I have some magenta, gold, some oranges, violets. So very vibrant color palette. Let's see how it turns out. Without further ado, let's get started. Celestial flow is a secret message today, and of course I hope to achieve beautiful celestial harmony in this painting. I'm working on 18 by 24 cradled wood panel. These are going to be the colors of the color split base, color of the flow, and I will include the links to exact color brands that I'm using in the description. For my color split, I want to go for a wavy movement. I don't want it to be fully symmetrical. So this is going to be the border between my day and night sections. And this is the color that I have. It's going to be primarily blue. I mixed some turquoise and brilliant blue and some white for this color. So I want to use this color for my daytime sky. But I will also add a couple other colors in it so it looks nice and interesting. For my night sky, here I have a couple dark colors. One is blue-green, one is phthalo blue, and one is Prussian blue for like really dark parts. I feel like actually I want to add a bit more of the phthalo blue in here. I don't mind if my colors overmix. Maybe let's add a touch more of Prussian blue as well. Okay, and let's pour it out. This is looking gorgeous. I'm gonna blow out some of these colors so they're not gonna stay exactly like this, but I just love this deep combination of colors. So for the lighter one, I also want to add a bit of turquoise blue, which is kind of close to the one that I have, but has a little more greenish tint to it. Undertone, this is iridescent color. I need to add a couple drops of darker one as well. And definitely want some white here. Next, I'm gonna blow out the base to blend in the colors. So let's get to it. And not to worry about creating too much movement in the center part because this is where my flow is going to be. But I love even the difference between these two. Already has this yin-yang, day-night kind of vibe. So next I'm gonna create my flow, and I added white in between my dark and light part. First of all, so that the colors don't overmix when I blow it out, and second, because I'm gonna be using some magentas and violet, just to help my colors stand out better, because they're quite transparent. It's definitely a good idea to use them over white. So I really love this color. I think it will look really beautifully for this color palette. This is permanent magenta, and see I'm having some over white, but I'm also taking it in the dark part as well. It will create this nice transition from more vibrant magenta two deeper shades where it dries over the dark color. This one here, it's a mix of yellow and white. Interesting color. It's very opaque, so it helps some more transparent colors stand out. This is another color that's quite opaque. Having a touch of violet, of course, you want some violet in your sunset. A bit of gold. So there are a couple splashes of gold and silver inside of this flow as well. And last one here I have orange. This is iridescent orange yellow. With this one you need to be careful because you don't want it to overmix with blue and turquoise, it will create mud, so I'm only adding it over other colors. Quite a bit of color in this flow. I think I'm gonna blow it out now, and if I'm gonna feel like I need more color in a few sections, I can always do that. Okay, let's do it. I think I'm gonna go from the top part first. This is stunning. The way these colors blend with dark blue, I love it so much. Color palette here, just loving it. And I love how I got some of the transparency effect right here. Here as well, it's blending in nicely, so time to work on some details. The colors here overmixed a bit much, I think. I wanna maybe do a couple more rounds. And I want to have more flow towards this part. Oh, look at this beautiful lace in here. Yeah, it's all coming together, looking very beautiful. I had to work a little extra on the bottom part, the top part. It was just perfect from the get-go. So now I'm gonna let it dry, so keep watching, I'll be right back. How to mess up your painting 101. Hey guys, my name is Olga Sobby, and in this video I'm gonna teach you how to mess up a perfectly fine painting. Let's get started. Hey guys, so here it is dry. Looks pretty cool from the distance, right? But if you look from up close, you will see that this painting is just full of little nasty divots, some cracks, and a lot of not very good looking texture. So with this beauty, I made two major mistakes during and after the drying, which created all these problems. And I want you to use this video as a guide of what not to do. So first of all, I moved my drying shelf and I didn't check the level, and of course it was off level. So naturally, when I put my painting for drying, a little bit of design shifted. So what I did next, I decided that I want to fix a few sections. And the next mistake that I made is that I didn't let the layer of the paint on the panel to fully cure before applying any paint on top. And usually I wait for at least a week. But with this one, I was very impatient. So I started fixing the parts on the bottom here and in the blue negative space, and I ended up adding quite a bit of paint. And this is what has created, and this is what has led to all these divots and cracks all over this section. So why did this happen? Well, it's pretty simple. When the paint dries, the water, the moisture from it evaporates. And if you add another layer on top, the moisture that's in the first layer, it will still find its way through, creating all these divots and sometimes even really big cracks. So this is just a perfect example of why I always say to make sure you wait for 2-3 weeks before you apply your varnish or epoxy resin, because you just have to let your paint to fully cure. You don't want to lock any moisture inside. And trust me, it is not fun for me to share something that I have messed up. It is definitely a lot more fulfilling to share painting that I'm perfectly happy with. But you know what? Keeping it real. Things happen. I mess up quite regularly actually, and just learn the lesson and move on. And I want you to use this video as a reminder, or maybe this is the first time you're hearing this. Make sure to check your level of your table or drying shelf or whatever you're using, and learn to be patient with your paintings. Let them cure before you paint anything on top or seal them with varnish or resin or whatever you're using. So for this one, what's gonna happen to this one now? I really like it, regardless to all these little divots. I really like the concept with day and night. I love this flow. So I want to give this painting a chance. I'm gonna let it cure for another, I think, 4 weeks, just to make sure that all the moisture from the top layer and from the layer underneath evaporates. And then I'm gonna do some touch-ups. I'm gonna try to cover up all of these little holes and divots. And I'm not too worried about texture, because because I'm using epoxy resin as a finish, and it will just level out all the texture. But these parts where you can actually like see the cracks, resin will not fix that, so need to paint over. And if this happens to you, if it's something minor, or if this is painting that you really like, you can definitely touch it up on top. But if you got a lot of crazing and cracking, in my opinion, it's just really not worth it. Just use this messed up canvas or panel as your practice panel and learn the lesson and move on to the next one. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, regardless the result, and I hope this was helpful for some of you guys. And please let me know, does it ever happen to you? Do you ever get any cracking or crazing in your paintings, and what do you do about it, or what do you do to prevent it? I would also love to hear from you. How do you like the outcome? How do you like this day and night and sunrise colors idea? I'll chat with you in the comments down below, and thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, create with passion, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.